What's good with it, Black Ghost TV family? Double salute, Fluence Boxing in the building. We got Zen here, man. Fluence is in another episode. How you feeling, Zen, man? What's the vibe like, dog?
Hey, man, another day, another dollar, man.
Absolutely. You already know, man. Them dollars gonna add up. You know what I'm saying? So, anybody who's gonna come up in here, man, look, happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We getting closer to, you know what I'm saying, the end of the week, which is a good thing. But just make sure you show some love. We got some topics we finna get into. We got some topics to talk about. We do got a little switcheroo when it comes to this particular episode. But yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, road to 5K before the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all making me a little skeptical on that, proclamation, man. Don't make me next year being like, man, road to 5K before the end of 2020. Don't do that to me, man. Show some love. A lot of y'all be watching. Y'all be subscribing. It don't make no sense. So like the video, notification game, comment on this joint. But look, we doing something a little bit different when it comes to this. It's a new thing. Y'all can see below if y'all want to join the conversation. Even on the Fluence and Zens, man, we open it up to everybody. You feel me? I don't know when I'll add y'all in because, I want to make sure it flows and make sure you're not on no bullshit. But just email blackgoose.television@gmail.com. I'll send a link. I'm also going to post it in the comments as well. I'm not going to do it just yet. When I do post it, that's when y'all can, get live and get tapped in. But with that being said, Young Zen, man. What's good with it, bro? It hasn't been that long, maybe about a week. So it hasn't been a crazy amount of time. It's not like a whole lot. But how you feeling?
This Saturday, I was like, damn, there ain't nothing to watch.
Nah, you seen I didn't. And look,
I already knew once you didn't hit me, but I already knew you wasn't gonna hit me. I'm like, I looked at that car, I was like, I don't even know nobody. These fights, one was at 12. I was like, man, none of this is
no disrespect to Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's an up and coming superstar. He is, but
I wasn't watching that, boy.
That card was shit. And we can confirm that I didn't watch that. Now, surprisingly enough, I ended up because part of the reason why I didn't go live was because I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Salute to Dub Right Side. Just salute to R West. I got a little bit too fluenced Friday, and I had a crazy ass hangover. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was sidelined the whole day. I didn't work out nothing. Nigga, whole head was. So I'm like, but I ended up watching the MMA card, the Jamal Hill versus Thiago Santos. That was absolutely crazy. It was madness. So that was one of those cards where, like, it don't look that good and it ended up going good. But that happens in MMA. I didn't watch the boxing. I didn't watch it at all, but I know Virgil Ortiz Jr. did his thing. That's no disrespect to him. I know he's going to be a future star. I'm not taking away anything from him. But, yeah. Anyways, Zen, man, anything you want to add, when it comes to over the weekend, anything like that? How you felt? Did you watch any of the fights? Look at any of the results from anything that happened this past week? Or did you even care? You know what I'm
saying? No, I was kind of really busy all weekend. I was doing stuff. I was doing this. I was moving and shaking and dicing. So I really wasn't really watching nothing. Then I went out Saturday. So yeah, I really didn't really go peep on nothing really for real. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't, bad or nothing. I'm pretty sure something was cool or whatever. But me personally, I was like, I ain't typing in with that. And I see you didn't go live, so I'm like, cool.
Yeah, the boxing. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I watched the highlights. I didn't even watch the highlights. I saw the finish, but I just, Michael McKinnison. I'm aware of who Michael McKinnison is, because I follow UK boxing. A lot of y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna. Virgil Ortiz is gonna be a superstar. Great performance, beautiful knockout. But the Jamal Hill versus Thiago Santos card, I didn't watch the whole card. I watched the last 2 fights. So technically I watched the last 3 fights. Madness. And I want to say this right now. Jamal Hill, goddamn. I love watching you fight. You're crazy. So that was something that I don't really wish I went live for it, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much if I went live, if that makes sense. I was in my blanket, I was on my couch, and it was just a good time. So salute to you, Jamal. Anyways, that was the only fight I would say if you want to go back and you want to watch anything or look at the highlights, type in Jamal Hill versus Thiago Santos, or type in the co-main event of Jesus Christ, Vicente Luque versus Jeff Neal. Literally, video game ending. My guy Jeff Neal, bro, he threw almost 6 uppercuts in a row. 4 of them landed, bro. Like hurt him, wobbled him, and Jeff Neal was like, bah. It was video
Sound
game
like
shit. So
Javante. I remember when Javante hit somebody with like 6 uppercuts in a row. I was
it
like,
was similar to that.
hey.
It was similar to that, bro. It was similar. I promise you, it was similar to that. Like just if anything, I would say Jeff Neal versus Vicente Luque. Watch the if anything, watch the finish at the very least, because that's worth it. And then Jamal Hill versus Thiago Santos, watch the highlights. Those 2 fights, man, legendary. Fight of the year type shit, knockout of the year type shit. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Zen, what's good with it, man? How you feeling, dog? We ain't had you here in about a week. You know what I'm saying? Especially since we took the day off or the weekend off from the Fluence Lounge, man. Talk about the day, man. Talk to the people. What's good with it, man? Speak to the people, to the family.
My day was pretty good. I had a I want to say crazy workout, but I did a workout. Legs are tired. And then I did a whole 2-hour college workout again. Like I went back up to my old school, did like a workout up there. So my legs is beat for sure, but it was good work though. 4 straight hours of work. So yeah, man. And then got some food and we here now. So it wasn't really a whole adventurous day. I didn't do a whole bunch of nothing. I mean, a whole bunch of something, but nonetheless, productive though, body wise.
Make sure you rate it. And then also, is there anything you want to catch the people up on, for the time, maybe weekend, and something happened over the weekend or, maybe Friday, whatever the case, anything you want to catch the people up on?
I auditioned for that Winning Time show.
See, look, talk to the people. Talk to them.
Well, it wasn't that long of a process because I went there later because it was from 9 to 4, but everybody showed up at 9, which I knew was going to happen. And everybody's like,
what does it consist of? Come on, man.
You just
Details, man. Talk to the family. Because look, you got to understand, man. We support everything you do. You part of the family because you understand. So as we grow, we want you to grow. So don't think that's not something where it's like, hey, nigga, any way we can, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you gotta go vote for something, whatever, man. I'm like, yeah, go ahead though, but talk to people, man.
But yeah, you just had to get a COVID test and then fill out some information, and then you waited. They took some headshots of you, and then you went into the gym. They had you do a couple little things, and then you were done. It wasn't like extensive work or any like rehearsing or anything. It's kind of just, but I went because it wasn't a long line, so it was like boom, boom, boom for me. But everybody else that went, they was in a long, long line. I'm like, nah. Not for the.
But even if it is, if that's something you want to do, like I applaud you, you know what I'm saying, doing different things right now, especially, and it still evolves, things that you really enjoy, man. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, no, it was cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I could play Dennis Johnson. If they give me a little gap, I could play Dennis Johnson for sure.
He just roasted himself, nigga.
I'm just saying I know I could do it. You feel me? Because I know he had that little goatee or whatever. We can get that.
You had to put dots on your face, nigga. You had to put the marker dots.
They do whatever. I already got the natural looking.
You know, Dennis Johnson. He used to be around a lot. I don't think he's from, but he used to live in the desert.
I think he went to school out here. He went to a high school out here. I forgot where he went.
But in the desert, he used to live in the desert after he retired.
I believe it, bro.
No, there's no cap. I know it for a fact. If y'all want a little history lesson, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all because
he's from San Pedro. Here. Oh, he's from LA. Well, he went to LA.
And the reason why I knew he retired in the desert, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he went to LA Harbor.
And because the reason why I know he retired in that, which I know it's okay, but the reason why I know he retired in the desert, is because my mom and pops used to own a little pizza business back when I was a young nigga. He used to own it. I forgot what area. It was technically, you know what I'm saying, rough part of the desert, even though I feel like there was really no rough parts of the desert. But anyway, so we'll argue with you. But anyway, Dennis Johnson, he came in. He used to be a what's the word for it? Like he used to come in. He used to order a lot. Like what was it? A reoccurring customer. Like he always had a particular meal he would order. Because my dad, he would always talk about it. And I seen him one time. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who that was. My dad would be like, you know what that is? That's one of the greatest Celtics in the world. You did look it up. I'd be like, because I was young at that time, so I didn't know who Dennis Johnson was.
Yeah, Dennis Johnson because he won with the Sonics and then he won with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. One of the great. So I'm just telling y'all that. I know. I was like, I know you was sus at me for me. I seen your eyes. I'm like, this nigga just making a story. No, I promise you, he used to come and he used to order from the pizza shop on a regular basis. I'm not lying.
Free
That's a real
Cuba.
story.
My boy Cuban with the apple. Free Cuba.
Cuba's free. He's good.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, just don't y'all stop playing, my nigga. Yeah, Cuba. Much love to Cuba. Much love to Omar. Much love to everybody from the desert. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia, all y'all niggas, man. Dominic Reyes, nothing but love, man.
But
If anything, we gonna rock. We one of the few channels. Right, but I completely interrupt your day. Go ahead, Nick. My bad.
well, that was just the weekend. But yeah, I did that.
I got
And
it's been a long time, y'all. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's about kind of what I did the weekend. Nothing crazy. And then my day, I rated like a 4.0, I guess.
But that's some dope shit. Going to do the wintertime. Like, keep doing that, bro. Excuse me.
Yeah, afterwards I hit the homie, and on Sunday I made sure I did some headshots. So I had like some business with like a collar shirt, long sleeve shirt, business attire. Then I had a business casual with a short polo, and I did a like a casual with a hoodie on, and then I did a sports attire where I had like a sports type of shirt on. So just a sense of headshots.
Did you have a pose? Was one of your poses like this?
No.
What about this?
I had a couple because the sun was just beaming. So
I knew the nigga had a couple of the squinty eyes, but he's like,
because it was the sun though.
Like so. Face turn. No, my bad. I'm talking shit.
I did turn my face on sun.
I'm talking shit. You got to. That's the most photogenic. The slight face turn and the squint. You just like.
This dude is crazy, nah, man. You trying to be on some model shit now? Like some sexy Dexy. Look, you sexy Dexy.
All right, my bad. All right, I'm done. My bad. It's been a while, y'all. I feel like it's been like at least a week. It's been at least a week, but that's no, for real, man. That's dope though. I'm like, what was the position you was going for the wedding time joint? I gotta know.
Oh well, all the main roles I wasn't gonna get. I can't be.
No, I'm not talking about that. Like, what was it like a guard position or something like that?
It just said people from 6'2" to 7 feet.
No, but did you have to do like the scene? Okay, I said position. I said the wrong words. My bad, y'all. I gotta do better. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here talking. I'm having a good time. It's like I'm just having a regular conversation with my guys there. Like, was it like you were playing on the court type thing? Was it like you were just walking? Like, what was the case?
They just had to, run up and down, see what I look like, some full court layups, some jumpers, and that was about it. It wasn't no.
Oh, so it was like an audition. Oh, okay.
Just to
That's
see
actually dope.
What your skills was, type stuff. Like, I guess
to see if they can maybe put you in like scenes from when they're doing probably like basketball plays, like for the game, the practices.
Because my boy Marcus was in the show. He was in the first season. You would only way you would know is if you pinpointed him out. But he was just saying like, they have stunt doubles, and then they need extra guys because some certain stuff they want to have accurate like shots and stuff just kind of look a little real and type stuff. Because I was telling him like, man, what you think? He's like, well, you're gonna be good though, bro. Like, you might be able to, you never know. He's like, because a lot of these dudes was coming for the opportunity, and then other dudes was like overseas guys, so they're gonna go back overseas, and a lot of dudes was out of towners, so they're not gonna be in the area because you got to be available from August to February of next year for
whatever. I'm gonna tell you this right now, dog. It don't matter what the outcome is. Keep doing it. Yeah, keep doing it. You in the right place. You in the right position. Right ability, everything. I'm like, continue to find, the type of opportunities that you're finding, and being able to utilize, something that you love and you're very good at. Just keep doing it, man. I'm telling you. I'm like, you're gonna be, it's gonna pay off.
Definitely. No, facts. But yeah, that's about it. But we want to get into your day, man, because my boy Flu, he on cloud 9, probably 10. He just saying 9. So we're gonna get into his day, man. So we can hear how the GOAT had a good day today.
This is a historic moment.
Because you see, he got what he got on his head. I mean,
I got the
fresh joints on.
Finally, it's been about 3 to 4 weeks. Now I got to figure out what barber I'm gonna go to. Am I gonna go to my original barber? Salute. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Don't say it be that
Allah or something. But my Muslim brother. Takes care of me, make sure the hair right. I went to a new barber the last time I went.
You gotta stop doing that, dog. You better get one to stay with it, man. It's all this flippity rude you be doing, man.
But you don't go ahead. Will.
No, I'm just saying you're gonna go to somebody that's gonna make you mad one day. Like that dude when we was in Kentucky, man, talking all that cash about how all these barbers out here ain't this and ain't that. We go,
bro, you.
bro,
Why was you talking? I forgot about that nigga. That nigga destroyed niggas' hair.
bro. Y'all don't even understand. Look, so me and Flu, we was new and we needed to get some cuts because we was just like we looking too rough. It was like almost a month in since we was there, so we like, all right, let's go get some cuts. So we find this place. He was like, "Hey, bro, this place is good. Like this black dude in here, he's solid. Like he got good." No, I lied. It was a white dude in there. He was actually solid. He was like, "Look, he kind of did with some black people here. Like this is cool." When we got in there, we didn't know we had to book appointments. We thought it was kind of
right,
like
because we wasn't used to that. Like, nigga, where we from? You don't. Well, or maybe it's just the era we came up in. You don't book appointments. You just walk in.
Or you just hit the dude. If you got his number, you just hit him like, "Yo, I'm about to pull up this time." Yeah, you just. But so we go in there, and he was like, "Nah, he booked all day."
It was like it's only a point. That was if you want to be real, that was the first time I ever heard, and I was old too at that time.
Yeah, like only appointments.
That was the only time I ever heard that said, "You can't do no walk-ins." Nah, what? That my bad. Go ahead.
But it was only for him though. But the black dude. He was open. He was like, "Well, I'm kind of free right now. I can get both y'all in." And so we was like, "All right, bet." So when he cutting my hair, he was talking all the cash. He's like, "Yeah, man, these barbers."
Real quick. Let me ask you this, and I don't know if this might come off racist on our side. Do you think if it was a white dude who would have asked us that, do you think we would have been like, "Yeah, bet"?
No, you probably would have came back.
I would. All right, go ahead. I probably shouldn't even ask that, but go ahead. Because I probably would have been like, "Hey, let's go, Zen. We could wait."
Went back, bro.
All right, go ahead, bro.
But it's sad because brother was first chair too, so we should have known better. But anyway,
yeah, that's a good point. It was the first chair. Go ahead.
You first chair is always no good. Anybody out there that ain't had experience, man, your mama and your daddy trying to take you to the barbershop and the dude's first chair, most likely he's first chair and open and available for a reason. But anyway, so we go in there. So he's talking like the whole time. He's just like, yeah. So where you from? I'm like, man, I'm from Cali. He like, yeah, man. I know there's good barbers out there, but I'm gonna tell you now, man, I'm one of the best, not even trying, boost me up or nothing, but I take care of my customers, I make sure we do it right. All these other barbers, they not like us in here. Like we try to make sure you can leave fresh. So I'm like, okay. And then he had like at that time, like this is 2017. So he had that little buzz that like, he had that little thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. You feel me? And then he was
and he had the light too.
Man. He had the light. So I'm thinking like, okay, he might be official. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, could you hit the razor? I'm like, all right, cool. This shit might be nice, right? So at first when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Solid, right? And then so Flu go.
Real quick though. Can I add on that little part? I do remember that, and that should have brought up my red flags. Because I remember when he was done with you, but you actually asked a couple times. You was like, you looked, and he was like, can you kind of? And he did it again, and then you was like, well, can you? And then he did it one more time, and then you was like, all right. But you just seemed like you wasn't sure about what was going on. I should have caught that. I didn't catch it. I was on my phone and shit, but I heard you ask like you didn't sound like
he just like I think he just kept not trying to like mess up type shit. Yep. I was like, bro, can you like it's not looking. Yep. So long story short, Flu get his shit, whatever. So we get back to the crib, right? So
everything with the
Flu was like, I'm about to take a shower because that's how I know if I'm gonna be fresh. And I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna take a shower too. But at the time I had dreads, but you could still like because if I put my hair back, you could still see the whole. Bro, I got out and I'm looking in the mirror. Me personally, I'm like, something off. Like, what's wrong with my shit? I'm looking like my shit like lopsided low key. Like my shit like bent down. Like this side higher than the other, and it's like back though. Like it was. Really, I was like, what's? And as soon as I'm looking hard too. I'm like, because we both out the shower. You don't hear no water. I'm like, and all I hear is, "Hey, yo, Chandler." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Hey, nigga, is your hairline like low key crooked?" I said, "Bro, I thought I was tripping in here, bro. I thought I was just being too critical. Like, bro, our hairlines was toast."
Because that was the first. You got to understand. Like I'm telling you, you don't understand how long I was. Because I don't know if he did it for you. That was the first time I ever came across the enhancer, the black line. Because he utilized that on my. I never had that before.
Yeah, he didn't do that one with me.
He did that on my shit, and so when I was like, "What's?" That's why I don't like it to this day. I be mad. And the last dude, the new, I'll get in that. But I'm like, I was mad. So when I was like, what the world? And nigga, at the time I had like the, you know what I'm saying, the droopy hair. And like my hairline looked crazy. It was like my shit was like this. It was wild, bro. I was like, what?
Yo,
I was like, this
was
nigga hid this shit from me.
crazy.
And I had cuts, bro. And I had cuts.
Bro, it was so bad. Like I didn't even let my dreads back. I had them all down. I didn't want nobody to see nothing. I was like, this look.
Bro, remember
crazy.
One of your teammates wanted to fade that nigga over
bro,
there.
Bro, remember it was Bird. Bird, he was like,
why did we put his name out there? Damn, nigga.
Well, they don't know
name.
Bird. That's not his real name. Yeah,
nigga.
But Bird, he was like, because he had an act. He's like, oh, good man. He fuck my shit up. He was hot the whole day. I was like, what he do, bro? He did him worse than us, bro. His hairline was pushed like way up here, and then he had the Gumby on his hairline though. I was like, oh my god. He was like,
the only reason he was careful with us because we said we from Cali, so he was like, oh, shit. I can't fuck it up. Even though this nigga fucked it up without, how you fuck something up without not fucking something up? So not trying to fuck something up. Like what? You was never supposed to. You should be in barber school, nigga.
Bro, I'm telling you, that was got to be the top 3 worst haircuts in history I've ever encountered. Because I had another one. I don't even want to get into it, man. I don't want to get out here.
That has to be a topic with itself. By the way, y'all already know I'm now. Y'all see the new shit, and I'm gonna get more consistent with it, y'all. But I'm starting to clip our long streams and shit like that. So y'all look out. I'm gonna be dropping clips and shit like that. So I already know how I'm finna clip that joint. So. But I even want to say, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you, go with your day, man. We cutting into your day.
Oh no. Okay. So I just had to say real quick for the haircut, for the bad haircuts. I'm like, that has to be a topic one time or something. We just got to talk about like, what's your top 3 worst haircuts?
Facts.
Because I'm like, you already know.
I already know who's number one.
You already know.
I know.
You know. You see, I'm not talking about Boo Capone. All y'all that watch All Deaf and shit know. I used to have a nigga who used to cut hair where me and Zien is from, and that nigga name was Boo. And this nigga was a big ass
You gotta
nigga.
Say Big Boo.
Big Boo. And y'all remember you
say that story, bro. You gotta say
this. Big Boo.
Bro, you gotta say the story, bro. Say the story, bro. Another day, bro.
That's the day. Bro, I used to have a nigga who used to look. He didn't used to cut my hair, but he used to be in the same barbershop. And remember, you know, I'm like, we came up in the era. I don't remember I wish I remember his name, but remember, I'm like, you know, I don't want to put out, you know, who we grew up with, you know what I'm saying, who's a big barber now. This thing. There was another nigga right before him, you know, in our area who he was the guy you wanted to go to. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
I think Colin and them used to go to him.
Yeah.
CJ or something like that.
Not CJ, but I'm not trying to throw a name out, but I don't remember his name. But he was the dude who, you know, he was one of the biggest barbers around, you know, where we came up. But I remember when I used to go
at Signature.
He was at AAA before that. You feel me?
Okay.
And they got shut down because, you know, I'm like, that's where I used to go. So y'all don't know. I don't care what nobody wants to say about my parents, but when I went and got my cuts, nigga, most. But you know, anyways, so I remember when he was in that shop and he wasn't even known at the time. I had a particular barber that we used to go to, and I remember I got my haircut by him, you know, one point. It was cool. But always in all these barbershops, Big Boo was always there. Big Boo was always there. Every barber, because so it went from AAA and then Signature came. So that's where he went to Signature next. Big Boo was in that one, but I always got cut by this certain dude. I remember he was like a light-skinned nigga. He's like had curls or something. He always cut my hair. That was a nigga who cut my hair right. Because I did go to the dude who became real popular before, you know, excuse me, the person we grew up with, like he was, you know, cutting everybody hair. So I'm like, I did go to him, but for some reason, you know what I'm saying, like my hair, because, you know, my hair weird. Like one side I got, you know, a cowlick, other side is strict, you know, it's cool. You feel me? So you got to, you know, so, but he ended up being like the biggest barber anyway. But anyway, so this is when now I was going to Signature. The thing is, I knew about Big Boo, you know what I'm saying, since AAA. This is when I was a young nigga because I got my hair cut by Big Boo when I was a young nigga. But a lot of people don't realize when you get older, there's a difference between barbers being able to cut a young, small kid's head to an older person. So just because a barber is able to be very good at cutting like a younger kid's head, that doesn't mean he's good at cutting an older person's head. And I didn't realize that till I was a little bit older.
I didn't realize that till 2017 in Kentucky. I was like,
Okay,
oh,
so
remember
I'm
all
like,
that
yo,
dude pics
yeah.
was his heads, bro. You're like, that look fresh.
I'm like, wait, hold on, it's not the same thing. I thought it was the same thing. It's not the same thing. So, so basically, Boo, he cut my hair before. Like that wasn't me being that signature. That wasn't the first time me getting my hair cut by him. That was the first time me cutting my hair by him when I was older and I had my my little growth spurt because I was in middle school. I had my hair cut by him before when I was in elementary school because I went to AAA. And sometimes I remember I had so many different barbers. I remember I used to have, a lot of people, I remember I'd be hearing Craig and shit like this. I'm going to, oh my bad. Yeah, you reel me in, nigga, when I need to be real. He talking about lesbian stuff like that. I remember I used to have a lesbian cut my hair. I used to have all types of shit cut my hair, try to find, people who cut my hair right. They just try to find people to cut my hair, nigga. Because I had a weird hair. But I always remember Big Boo cut my hair when I was a young nigga. And then I had a particular barber that I wanted to cut. Let me get the point.
You should say the story
barber.
I'm telling you, man, because the story to this day used to have me in tears, nigga.
Bro, I had a particular barber that I used to always go to. We went there expecting him to be there, and all of a sudden, like, hey, yo, he's not here. And then Big Boo, man, he's at that first chair, that second chair. He's right there. And Big Boo big, you know what I'm saying? He's about 6'4", 6'3", 270. And it's like he remembered me because I was a young nigga. He was like, hey, man. Hey, he not here, but I got you. And I don't blame my pops because my pops was like, well, shit, he cut his hair before. He could probably do it again. And I went and sat in that motherfucker. Nigga, when I tell you my hair was fucked up after he did that shit. And I remember when he was doing the joint and he was like cutting it. I remember my pops being like, hey, that you good? Like, there's something going on here. He was like, no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry about it. I remember him constantly stopping because my dad kept saying shit, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, there's something going on here. And he just kept, no, oh yeah, I'm gonna fix that, I'm gonna get that. And then when he was done, he showed the mirror. I just remember. And we just walked out that joint. At the time, I didn't really, because what I'm saying, my pops type nigga, you really not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just back to the crib. I'm just looking at him like, this shit look fucked up. I'm fucked up. I had razor cuts, nigga. My whole shit was sideline. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean sideline, my nigga, a lot of people think about out of bounds, nigga. And nigga, cricket like a motherfucker, sideline, nigga. So my whole head, nigga, was great. And I had a low cut. That's the problem too. That's why I'm very scared of getting low cuts. That's why I'm like, nigga, I'm never gonna cut my hair because I'm like, when your shit is a low cut and you have a bad haircut, you can't hide it. You just gotta just figure it out. Yeah, that's nigga. A hat don't even cover it, nigga. You still see the fucked upness through the hat, nigga, in the low cut, nigga. I'm like, your hair long, or you know what I'm saying, you got long hair, you got a fucked up cut something off or disproportionate. You good, you can figure it out. But nigga, the low cut, nigga, shit, your shit fucked up, nigga. I know, man. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to monetize this bullshit. I'm talking too much shit.
Stupid.
I still ain't said my day, huh?
No.
It was because I said I didn't want to get into the story, nigga. You had me get to the story, nigga.
Nigga, you got that story. I was like, bro, save it for another day. You just kept talking. I can't stop you from talking.
No, this nigga, hey, rewind back the clip. No, I'm playing. No, hey, salute to my dogs in, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's been a minute. I'm trying to get, it's just, hey, look. It's been a minute. I ain't talked to my guy in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We talking that shit. So I'm gonna get through my day real quick and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, go on. Hey, I do want to say this. Update on my stolen car, right? I've already told y'all, I already got it back, all that good stuff. I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I updated you on the fact whether or not my motherfucking dumbass insurance came back. You know what I'm saying? So look, the reason why I'm on cloud nine, why I'm having a very good day. Look, finally, you know what I'm saying, I got my quote. That actually happened, you know what I'm saying, probably like a week, not a week ago, but maybe like 3-4 days ago. Got my quote on, you know, what the repairs would be. Today I took it in to get a bid on that motherfucker. As is. Hey man, we in the plus. We're in the plus. So I don't even got to worry about having to go get it repaired, going to get it fixed. I'm good. I can go ahead, get the insurance. I can go ahead, trade this joint in, or I can just, you know what I'm saying, sell this joint and then just get in the whip. So I'm gonna be done. with my dumbass. Even though I don't want to say that because I'm like, it was a good car. It was a good car. It gave me no problems the entire time I had it. I got an oil change only one time, having it for a year and a half. Never had a problem with it.
Don't be going nowhere. I'm like,
That too. That is a good point. It's not like I drive
your
a
job
lot.
is only like 30 miles.
I did though. I did have some road trips. I had some road trips though, a couple, not a lot.
Or you was butchering that engine up then, boy. That's disrespectful, dog. Turn that joint in. You need to get an electric car so you don't got to worry about the low oil, man.
So this is the thing though about the electric car. Unfortunately, I live in a particular area where electric car, well, not electric car, but the access to make sure the electric car has electricity side of the car or the hybrid side of the car is not very accessible out here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably don't have a lot of superchargers.
Bam. So it's like, I just realized I'm like, okay, that's definitely what I want to do. But it's like, well, will that save me? Because I'm looking around in most areas in the places I live, and I'm like, there's not a lot of places I can go in. Now I can get it at the crib, but that's another thing we're going to talk about. So another blessing, man. Salute to the people. I want to say this too, man. I'm not necessarily going to be on no shit. I hate looking at the camera and doing shit like this because it fucks me up. I'm still house hunting, y'all. I took a break on house hunting for a minute. I'm now back, motivated. I just got pre-approved again. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Anybody who's looking to get a house, anybody who's looking to get an investment property, anything, my particular case, interest rates jumps from the last time I got pre-approved in the third, fourth. They jumped. I was at 4.5%. They jumped to like 5.9.
Damn.
So be careful. Do not overpay for a property you're not ready to go forward with, because that means you'll be paying the same monthly rate or a mortgage for a $200,000 house with someone who has like a $275,000 house.
Damn.
So remember that. Now, is it a bad thing if you have the funds coming in? No. That means you're going to pay off your house faster. You're going to build equity quicker. But that's only if you're in the, in the position where you do so. Okay. If not, make sure you're very careful, because right now you're going to be having a very high mortgage rate for a house that's not worth as much as what it may have for a house that was worth a lot much more, a year ago when interest rates were really low. Okay. But it all depends on the position you're in. So, but I did just get pre-approved. I'm back active. There was an investment property I wanted to get into. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but either way, I'm active on that, man. So I'm happy about that. But anybody who's interested in that, just be prepared. The interest rates are disgusting. So if my personal opinion, don't pay anything over market unless you and
different
don't.
tax bracket.
yeah, really, yeah. I would still say even they're dope, because I'm like, in the next 5 years for everybody finna be a bitch, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. We're going into a recession hard. Inflation is nowhere near where you think it's gonna be. So y'all just be ready for that. But yeah, so that, what I'm saying, that's good news too. So I'm looking for a spot. Still looking for a spot. I'm gonna be aggressive with that. Got the stolen car, resolved. So that's my day ended up, being a solid, I'd say like a 4.5.
Sound like a 5
out of 5. I won't say, the only reason I don't want to say a 5.0 because I got to decide what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
you got options though. Shit, it could have been just one option.
Yeah, but I do be saying, like, when I talk to people, like, yeah, I'm feeling like I do be saying, I be understand how niggas be flipping cars and shit like that. Because I'm like, I've only had my car for like a year and a half.
Yeah, shit, my shit probably up. I done kind of racked up some miles on it, but I'm pretty sure my shit didn't win up.
The reason why it doesn't matter for our cars is because the model we got.
Yeah. And
see, that's where it's like, niggas will look at your car and be like, oh, that's what you got? But it's like, do you understand? Like, I can rack up 50 to 70,000 miles, 80,000 miles on this motherfucker. And the resale value is crazy because it's very hard to have such a low value or accountability when it comes to maintenance. Maintenance is very low when it comes to Hondas and Hyundais. So that outweighs everything. So it's like I be understanding that. So I just be saying sometimes, man, people don't, you know what I'm saying? To my young dogs, you feel me? Don't be too worried about how the look is, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, that should be number one part, man. I've been since I went to Kentucky, boy, and I had a fit on, had the J's on, looking fresh, and baby girl didn't even care. She didn't even say those was nice shoes. I'm like, bitch, you know what type of shoes I got on, girl?
You're like, huh?
She was more interested in them cowboy boots. I say, ain't that something?
And some would say, oh, it's the area, stuff like that.
It don't matter though. It just shows you that people don't appreciate.
It.
Remember, I told you I was in that girl. She was taking me home. She talking about this is my dream car. She was in a Honda. I said, "This is your dream car." She said, crazy. "Yeah."
She probably regrets saying that right now. She had to do it. Just had to do this shit like fact. They figured it all out, nigga. She probably regretted life and shit. Like this supposed to be.
She said that was her dream car. But when she told me that, I was like, dang, like people out here really don't really, you know what I mean? Like we seen some pretty nice cars, and not a whole lot, but you know, there was some, but it wasn't a popular thing to have. And nobody really had no J's or Easies or nothing like that.
What's weird is like, so I'm like, because we in Cali, it's weird because I be realizing I'm like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you from where you from and you only experience what you experience. That's why one of the biggest like goals I have on my list. Yes, I want to, you know, have a certain amount of money or earn a certain income, have these certain type of assets. But one of my biggest goals is when I get my passport, I want to travel to certain places and really travel to certain places and enjoy. Because I really want to put myself in a position where I'm understanding that life isn't what I've been bred to believe. It's not just this. There's so much more shit outside of this. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a chance to somewhat realize that when, you know, I was younger, when I was playing, it was hooping, but I couldn't really appreciate being in other cities. But me being older and being able to, you know what I'm saying, I haven't been a lot of places, but you know what I'm saying, I've been able to experience different places, you know, respectfully. It's like shit is different everywhere you go. And I'm not going to be put into a box in this mindset just because you're so used to this is where I am and this is what they think. Now that's put on you. But I also have to be aware that I don't do the same thing and implement on you. Oh, I've been here, and here. So because I feel this way, I got to be around you. You got to, you know, you got to present that same type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but.
So your day is 4 out of 5? And 4.5 out of 5?
Talking, nigga.
No, I just wanted to clarify your day.
Yeah, 4.5 for sure.
Hey, you know we got Raising Canaan this Sunday, boy.
I already know. There's a lot of things coming up, but let me just finish this real quick. When it comes to my day, 4.5 for sure. I just want to say it's been a very good day. It's been a long time because I really want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I put this out here in the atmosphere because I always talk shit when there's shit to be talked about, but I never be enough and forward when it comes. But like I'm like, today was a really good day. We gonna get the car situation taken care of, family. That's a beautiful thing. That should be done by the end of the week. And we just out here, man. Good time. So a good day for me. 4.5, definitely out of 5. I haven't ate yet. When I eat, probably like a 4.6. So all right, Raising Canaan this week. Go ahead, man. No, I had to acknowledge it, nigga. I had to give it the love, man. For real. Because I'm like, today was a rare day for a nigga, man.
That's why I'm saying it should have been 5, bro. I don't understand how it's a 4.5. I understand.
The reason I say it's not a 5 yet, because I haven't made my decision on.
Well, today is gonna be a new day when you make your decision. So it can't be. You can't go back and be like, remember that Tuesday on upgrading it to a 5.
You're right. It's a 4.7, 4.8. It's a good time. I really wasn't thinking about it. I had too much shit on my mind, man. I'm in a good space right now, man. I never expected to be in a space. I didn't expect. Yeah, good times. Go ahead.
Now you good? Is there any boxing you want to talk about or something?
Nah, not tonight. We got Teofimo Lopez versus Campa happening this weekend, but
Teofimo trying to get that man work.
That's how I feel. A lot of people are saying that he's not. A lot of people are doubting him.
People,
but
bro,
I'm like, y'all weird.
Anybody that has any that's like if you ready all week, you've been going to the gym, and then you wake up, you having breathing problems, and say, you know, because I used to have asthma, I grew out of it, thank God. But you know, say if I have my asthma and then I haven't had no attack, and then all of a sudden that day I'm like, I'm breathing a little off today. I'm feeling a little off. I don't know what's going on. And I get to the thing and I go and fight, and my stamina is just like at zero. I'm like, what? Why am I so tired? Like I put all that work in. Later come out like, oh, your asthma was this, and they get to saying your lungs started collapsing and having to work 2 times hard, and you had water in your lungs or whatever. Like you just figure out that something was really, really, really wrong with you, but you as a warrior and a soldier was like, you know, I'm gonna push through. Maybe I'm just,
talk about it.
I get over it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember,
young,
when I was in travel ball, I was
you
playing,
young, that shit, man.
and I had an asthma attack, and my coach was like, "You going too slow." He was just on me the whole practice. And I'm like, I can't breathe. Like I don't care what you talking about. Like I can't breathe. And then as we going home, I just felt like real faint. And my mom was like, "You good?" I was like, "I can't breathe." She's like, "Oh Lord," and I didn't have no inhaler or nothing. So when we got to the hospital, they had to put me on this like oxygen. It was like I never experienced this before. It was just pure oxygen. Like I'm just breathing just air. Like now, a lot of y'all like what? But I'm like, it was different air. I'm gonna let you know that now. It was different quality of air, and I had to be on it for like 15 minutes just to like replenish my lungs type stuff. And then I had to go see a specialist, etc., etc. Moral of the story. Teofimo was dealing with something that was very critical to his body and probably could have died if
he could have.
Something wrong would have happened in the ring or whatever. So the fact that everybody's like, how did he lose to Kambosos? Well, there you go. You don't make excuses as a fighter, so that's what he's not trying to do. But let's be real. He probably should have been fighting Devin Haney.
A lot of people gonna feel a certain way about that statement.
That's all good because Australians want to back their guy. But at the end of the day, that boy Devin Haney went with the trench mentality and went in there and whooped that ass over there. So I don't care what they got to say. They whooped that ass and they was talking so much shit. Talking about he was a rat. Yeah, all right. Ratatouille your ass up, boy.
Kambosos was just talking some absolute bullshit when it came to that, though. There ain't nothing that you can actually.
I don't care because everybody gassed it up. I heard everybody in the background, yeah, you rat. Yeah, all right. Came and Ratatouille that ass up, boy. Gave that man work. Boy was looking out there, looked like he was hitting nothing.
You don't gotta do that, man, like that.
I'm on him because the rematch gonna be the same outcome.
That how you feel?
What? You already know he about to go back in the trench mentality, boy. I don't see him celebrating with them belts. He right back to the gym.
Look,
because I've seen other superstars when they get a lot of belts, they was acting like life complete, mission accomplished. Devin Haney hasn't, like, he posts after or whatever, but he not walking around with the belts and that boy in the gym. He ready. He know what type of time it is. He like an eater be eating.
So I'm like, all right, we went to the Devin Haney. All right, I respect it all. But we was talking about Teofimo.
I'm just saying I had to bring all that together to show that he's going to whoop this man boots. He about to smoke him.
All right, so why is there but why is there what I'm seeing from the general public, and I may be wrong, maybe I'm looking at the wrong, boxing forums, maybe I'm looking at the wrong, pages, maybe I'm looking at the wrong, whatever the case may be, social medias, it's looking as if a lot of people are saying Teofimo Lopez isn't what everyone expected to be. A lot of people are saying even if Teofimo beats Campa, it doesn't mean anything. Also, this is the case as well when it comes to Teofimo. He has moved up to 140, so technically he's not at 135 anymore. So there's a lot of criticism to come his way.
That's how I show you how biased boxing fans is, because when he beat Lomachenko, they said he was the one. Right?
But what does that mean in the grand scheme of things?
Because I'm saying they're still saying
you can't call out boxing fans for being fickle, because we know boxing fans are fickle.
But I'm saying I'm showing you how you can't say that if he goes and beats Campa, he's not what he was supposed to be, off of losing to somebody that he almost died from just by natural causes from the world.
I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying that I disagree with that. What I am saying is the fact of, look, we can acknowledge that being the case that you were saying it is, but at the end of the day, if Teofimo goes in, he absolutely knocks out Pedro Campa. Let's say that's the case. I'm not saying that's the case. That might not happen. But remember, though, his one loss is to Gervonta Davis. What does that mean if he's at 140?
Nothing. He's already a big boy.
So if he's at 140, he makes that statement. Who is he gonna call out when we're talking
Mario.
about these other names? No, he can call out Josh Taylor. There's Taylor out there. There's Regis Prograis about to fight Zapata for the WBC 140.
Taylor's not gonna fight that man. That's not the fade he wants.
I don't know what's going on with Josh Taylor. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But
he's BSing because he's
Jose
realizing
Ramirez, there's guys there.
Josh Taylor's realizing there's a lot of talent that's moving up to where he was and could end his streak of being undefeated. So he's like, I'm not trying to fight Javante. That's not the fade I really want. I don't want to fight a Teofimo Lopez. I might not want to fight a Keith Thurman if he wants to drop down in weight. That's not what I want. That's not what's conducive for my career. So what am I going to do? I'm going to just probe. I got the belts. I can kind of determine when and when I want to fight. That's how I see Josh Taylor playing it. And then hopefully he's like, I get a mandatory that isn't really that threatening to me. I'll just take that. Still make probably $1 million. Now everybody got that AB mindset, man. Everybody got that Devin Haney mindset. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes just like, I'm gonna just, bask in my glory as long as I can. I mean, think about all the dudes in middleweight, man. All them dudes are scared, man. They're scared of boo-boo. I'm saying it now. They are scared. I don't care what y'all out there. I see y'all going up on Flu talking about boo-boo this, boo-boo that, boo-boo. No, boo-boo is the real deal, dog. Boo-boo.
Niggas be talking shit to me, man. Niggas be disrespectful. But I encourage it. Talk your shit to me. If even old boy, I'm one of the how many YouTubers or boxing YouTubers to be like, man, talk your shit. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
Niggas be sensitive. Even old boy that be going on you the last 2 Fridays. I remember he was talking about boo-boo. I was like, and I respect what he's trying to say because he's probably as a fan, he's just like, I want to see boo-boo go against a certain type of caliber. But like everybody that he's supposed to go fight, so dudes getting popped, dudes ducking out, dudes, it's all types of stipulations why it's not going. Jamal Charlo do not want that smoke.
But who is Jamal Charlo fight? That's all I'm saying. It's like people be holding.
It's all about bias, but you gotta remember where's Boo Boo from though. Boo Boo not from a nationally, like he's not from a popular state.
No. It's disrespectful because Boo Boo he's from Brooklyn, he's from New York. Like that nigga's really a real nigga. Like he's really from his daddy, everything. But they don't respect him. They
treating him like he's from like Mississippi.
No, they treat him like he's overseas. Why? Because I talk about this all the time. I remember when I was a young nigga, he got duped by Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn said, "I'm about to break into U.S. boxing, and we about to do pay-per-views in the zone. So, Demetrius, come over here. I got you." And to this day, every single U.S. promoter has made it difficult for Eddie Hearn to make a motherfucking fight happen when it comes to a significant U.S. boxer, period, unless it makes money and it makes sense. And that's very difficult. So tell me, how many fights that you have seen happen when we're talking about, Eddie Hearn and his fighter fought a big-name fighter from the U.S.? We can maybe 2, and he always loses. Always loses.
All I know is Demetrius Andrade has been calling out everybody, and it's on record. All you gotta do is Google it, and he's been calling out everybody. Have you seen anybody challenge him and he turned down the fade?
Absolutely not. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not.
You had dudes juicing for this man.
It's not his choice. It comes down to what Eddie Hearn chooses to be able to make happen when it comes to promotional, pool. If I can only offer this much, if I can't split broadcasting rights right now because the Zone is trying to build their company and everything they're doing off of pay-per-views, then hey, I can't. And that was the problem. Demetrius Andrade and Tevin Farmer signed with the Zone and Eddie Hearn and Matchroom when they were trying to build their bases in the U.S. and they thought they would be able to get big name fighters by doing it, and they weren't able to. And they figured out that, I got to cut costs because of this. So they got paid big money, but they were never able to get the big name fight. So now everyone blames them for, the fact they don't have anyone in their chamber that's like, okay, I can really respect you for it. That's not their fault. But at the end of the day, it is their fault because their management company chose Eddie Hearn. They chose the bag over legitimate competition. But,
is Devin Haney? Is Tevin Farmer going to fight anytime soon?
He's fighting Mickey Bay.
Oh yeah,
it's still on. I think it's like they got rescheduled. I think it's the end of August or September. I forgot. I dropped the video. Y'all check that out. Hot shit, nigga. I don't be watching my shit, so I don't remember what date it was, but it's happening. I think it's September. I think it's early September, like September 9th or something.
What about Andrade? Or because I haven't seen nothing on him.
He don't got nobody, just like Jamal don't got nobody. Everybody remember, I was the first person who said when Andrade had the so-called shoulder injury, I still don't think that was a real thing. I still don't think Jamal Charler's injury was real against Selecki.
So
I think
they did that
scrapped
on
the
purpose
fights.
so that they could set that up?
No, they did it on purpose because Canelo lost. Everyone thought Canelo was going to beat Bivol, take that light heavyweight title, vacate it, still be the money man. Charlo gets an easy fight in Selecki. Andrade gets a harder fight in Zach Parker. And now Canelo has to choose between David Benavidez, Charlo, and Demetrius Andrade's next fight. That's what they were hoping. Canelo lost. Triple G comes into play. Now Bivol comes in play after the Triple G fight. So that means Andrade and Charlo's out of the game. So now, why would I waste my time fighting somebody who doesn't add to anything I do? And now I need to figure out where I go from here. Now that's why you see Jamal Charlo having these drunk lives talking about, I want to fight X, Y, and Z, saying Triple G is a bigger fight than I forgot who's it, but basically saying Triple G is the fight I want to get. And then you have Demetrius Andrade trying to get the Chris Eubank Jr. fight, and he didn't get it. Y'all check out what I just dropped tonight. We got Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. finalized.
Why won't Charlo just fight Boo Boo? He afraid? He don't want that smoke.
It's not just on one. The biggest thing is promotional companies. The differences. Demetrius Andrade's last fight with DAZN, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, was with Zach Parker. It didn't happen. So is he still obligated to have one more fight with them, or is he free? I don't know. Jamal Charlo and PBC, you see how hard it is just to make Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. I dropped that tonight. Y'all check that out. Supposedly it's happening in November. I still don't believe it because this shit don't look real to me.
If it get locked in, though, that's going to be the fight of the year, hands down.
Hell the fuck no, it's not. It's going to be a disappointment.
What? You're crazy.
If you still give a fuck about Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, you're a pawn to the game.
Well, I'm a pawn then, because I want to see that fight.
They do this shit on purpose.
I want to see Spence.
I don't want to see that shit no more, man. Get that shit out of my face.
That's you. I do, and if I do, I know a lot of other boxing fans want to see that.
Okay, and y'all want to see this fight so bad, but y'all gonna criticize me when I say I want to see. I think Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 4 is the biggest fight that we'll see. And by the way, that's gonna be one of the clips that I'm gonna put out for y'all. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 4 is the biggest fight we'll see in our generation for the next 10 to 20 years.
What are you talking about? What you're saying is irrelevant because everybody gonna want to see that. That's undisputable. But that does not make what my statement said about Terence Crawford and Buzz still being an electrifying fight. That's crazy right there, had you speaking about that. Because that's a fight that's come on, bro. That's the best two heavyweights right now. One of the craziest knockout rates in history.
Coming at me crazy when I say that shit. They be like, man,
that's just because dudes just be talking.
Errol Spence, Terence Crawford will not be bigger than Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 4. Fuck out of here.
It all just depends what happens. Because if Wilder knock out Fury, then the fifth fight was gonna happen. Type shit.
Check this out. No, I said the fourth fight. So this is my scenario. Y'all go check my other video if y'all ain't seen it yet.
I know
we have Luis Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz happening. Supposedly Wilder is willing to come back and fight the winner of that.
I hope Ortiz don't win.
Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora supposedly is supposed to happen in December. Y'all check out the video I just dropped on that. That's happening tonight.
Wait, so he wants the winner of Ortiz and Ruiz?
Supposedly that's going to happen. The reason why is why we have Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Usyk beats Anthony Joshua. Now we also have Joseph Parker versus Joe Joyce.
Oh, that's easy.
The heavyweight division is on fire again. And you telling me these niggas ain't here to make some money and see who the best is? Because remember, the heavyweight division died.
I don't want to see
Joseph Parker, Joe Joyce.
I don't want to see Wilder versus the winner of that, though, because you already know Ortiz going to win.
But what if Andy Ruiz wins? Do you not want to see Wilder versus Andy Ruiz?
Nah, I want to see that, but I don't see him winning.
All right. AJ versus Usyk. Say AJ beats Usyk. Do you not want to see say Usyk beats AJ? Do you not want to see AJ versus Wilder?
Yeah, that's gonna be probably bigger than Fury.
Say Joseph Parker loses to Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce wins. Do you not want to see Joe Joyce versus AJ?
Joe Joyce not gonna lose.
say Tyson Fury beats Derek Chisora, which you actually whoop. Do you not want to see Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk?
Bro, what do you mean?
The
Fury's not
heavyweight
losing.
division is on fire.
You're still not listening. I'm saying though, Andy Ruiz is not gonna beat Luis Ortiz, bro. I don't care how old that man is. That man's left.
I'm talking in hypotheticals, damn it.
If you had it, bro, I'm gonna put some money down on Ruiz. I mean on Ortiz, bro. Do you see what he's been doing to everybody else besides Wilder, bro? I don't care what nobody's talking about, bro. He's making these dudes look foolish.
Will he be able to do that against Andy Ruiz?
He already got dropped by Areola.
But you can also argue that Charles Martin dropped Ortiz.
When?
In his last fight. He got dropped.
Did he?
He did. But that nigga came back and made Charles Martin be like, yo, you supposed to stop the fight. Nah, nigga, you just got hit in the motherfucking temple and you don't know what the fuck going on. So it's like you see Father Time like, okay, Ortiz got dropped early in the Charles Martin fight. Also, Charles Martin is a southpaw. So I'm not gonna, try and discredit that. I'm not saying Charles Martin is the greatest boxer. He's solid enough, but Ortiz
southpaws. Southpaws in the heavyweight division is really rare.
So a southpaw fight, was even rarer than a southpaw fight, and the orthodox fighter is a southpaw fighting a southpaw. So you had Ortiz as a southpaw fighting Charles Martin as a southpaw. So he got hit with
his own medicine.
Left. It did but Ortiz recovered, and when he was ready and he was serious, Charles Martin literally was like,
bro.
So
I'm just saying, only shot Ruiz has is just trying to bombard Ortiz and just get him dazed. That's his best bet, like how he did Joshua and just put all that pressure on him. But see, it's just that left hand, it got stone in it. I'm telling you, man, that when he load that joint up, boy, is deadly. Think about it. He almost knocked down Wilder off of it. And he didn't though.
I just had a what's the word? Revelation. I'm sorry, guys. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with my vocabulary? Real quick, I do want to show you guys the knockout that happened to Charles Martin. So I'm pulling that up real quick for you guys. And then there's something else I also want to talk to you guys about. Just say what you just said real quick. Repeat what you just said.
I just was saying that Ortiz almost knocked down Wilder in the 7th round. And you already know Wilder's only been knocked down by Tyson Fury. So vice versa. No, Tyson Fury got knocked down by Cunningham. But
yeah, Cunningham. That was only
but never twice in the same round. Wilder's the only person to ever do that. Will be the only other person to ever do that. So, and y'all disrespected Wilder like he lost to some bum or something. He lost to probably top 5 heavyweight of all time. So y'all put some respect on that boy name. But anyway, Ortiz not losing, man. Plus 260? Are you crazy?
How you feeling, man? Deep down?
Ain't that, bro? If you put $100 down, you can win 260.
So I remember this fight specifically because I remember I went out. I was having a good time. I was chilling at the bar. I was getting litty, and I was watching this on my phone, just enjoying the fight. And I had a little, young thing come up to me and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good time. But I just want to remind you, you know what I'm saying? Because, you can see Zen's a big Luis Ortiz fan. I'm a big Luis Ortiz fan as well. But you also have to understand, we're not sure how old Luis Ortiz is at the end of the day. And the fact that we're not sure how old Luis Ortiz is, it's almost as if, like, okay, he's coming to this particular fight. He's in shape. He put the work in. He did what he was supposed to do. But if you watch the press conference, it was outside. It was in LA. It was hot, heated. It almost looked like he was finna pass out. It was crazy almost. I'm not going to say he's going to pass out. That's disrespectful. But it was looking like the heat was getting to him. And as much as I love Luis Ortiz, and as much as I think he's a beast, I don't know if he's really the age that he says he is. So with that being the case, I definitely think Luis Ortiz has more, and this might be controversial to some people. They might feel like I'm disrespecting Andy Ruiz. I definitely feel like Luis Ortiz is more skilled than Andy Ruiz. I also believe personally myself.
Tell him.
he has more power in both hands than Andy Ruiz.
Tell him.
But the reason why I can't just fully say, hey, Luis Ortiz finna mop the floor with Andy is because I don't know how old this nigga is.
Who?
And at some point, the nigga has to hit a wall because Father Time always wins.
Hey, George Foreman came back at the age of 45 years old and won the heavyweight title.
Look.
Before you even go further, is that not a fact?
How old did you say he was?
45.
Do you know how old Luis Ortiz is right now?
That's not what I asked you.
45
years old.
So age, wait, the whole point of this conversation is age matters. Nigga,
No.
How old do you think Ortiz is right now? Do you really believe
you
Ortiz
still
is
not
44,
answering
nigga?
my question? Is it not a fact that George Foreman came back at 45 years old and won the heavyweight title?
Yes, it's a fact. Yes.
Okay. Now, on Wikipedia, they said a man is 44. He could be 47. That's fine. But my point is still not invalid. My point is still, bro, he still looks sharp in his last fight, even being
Your point is, if an old nigga is fighting the right opponent and he's in shape and he's done it for a long time, he can still win.
He's Cuban. We all seen that Cubans are built different.
I respect that.
Every Cuban, think about Laura, different.
Yeah, because Laura right now, isn't it very interesting that Keith Thurman needs an opponent, Laura needs an opponent, and for some reason these guys can't fight because they're at different, weight classes respectively, because the weight classes that a person like Laura was at the time, he wasn't able to get the fights that he wanted, and he felt like he needed to move up to get them, and he didn't get them. Boxing ain't shit when it comes to guys who can really fight. Tired of y'all disrespecting Keith Thurman. By the way, don't worry, I'm going to respond to the email. Salute to you, Dub Brightside. I think it's Knockout Kings TV. I'm definitely gonna respond to the debate. I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna do the debate. Just give me some time. I'm busy, man, but we definitely do. Oh, R West, I love it that R West is in the building, man. As soon as I was talking about that, I'm definitely gonna respond to that, man, because R West, one of the guys came. Fluence is in. Salute, fellas. What's good with R West? Hey, man, I got the link up in there, man. If you want to join the chat, man.
Hey,
salute, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, never mind. All I'm trying to say to you is Cubans is built different. They can build the last.
You're right.
Ortiz is just like Yoel Romero. Them dudes are genetic freaks. Not necessarily saying Ortiz is athletic like Yoel or whatever, but I'm just talking about as far as just be able to be as old as they are and perform at the level they're performing.
Ortiz is bigger than Yoel, though. Remember, Yoel's only like 5'9". Ortiz is 6'4".
Don't do that to Yoel. He was 6 feet.
I don't believe that. Yoel does not look like he's 6 feet. Does he look like he's 6 feet to you?
When he was standing next to Izzy, he wasn't just a shrimp.
He looked standing next to, because Izzy's about 6'3". Yoel, okay, you might be right. Might about 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, don't disrespect him like that.
Right. Salute to you, R West, man. Appreciate you hopping up in there. By the way, I'm gonna do that debate. Don't worry. So I'm gonna respond. I know I'm saying that like R West the person. No, I'm gonna get to but I'm gonna play these highlights right here. I want you to respond how you feel about them. Zen, because we got Luis Ortiz or Andy Ruiz. I got some questions I want to ask you leading up to this. We're not gonna go crazy. Actually, how you feeling? How your night looking? You know what I'm saying? You good?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You good?
Yeah, I'm cool.
All right, so I'm gonna play this because I'm not sure if you watched the fight. You might have seen just the finish. So these are highlights: Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz. We got Luis Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz coming up. I'm gonna go take me a little bathroom break. Come right back. But when I come back, I'm gonna have a question in the sense of, from what you saw, do you feel like Luis Ortiz is gonna struggle with Andy Ruiz? I know you've already answered it to an extent. But just watch these, watch these highlights and see if it changed your mind. Because this is Luis Ortiz's most recent performance, okay? So here we go.
He weighed in at 246.
Let me change the volume. So let me see if we can.
With a record of 28 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, he has 25 big wins coming by way of knockout. Currently, he is the Southpaw heavyweight world.
Fast forward through this. I don't care about these damn weigh-ins, man.
IBF heavyweight.
It's about it's highlights, so it's gonna go straight to the shit.
Charles.
Nobody trying to see all that. What's wrong with these niggas?
He weighed in at 243 1/2 pounds with a record of 32 wins and 2 losses. He has 27 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen,
You already see the
here's
bullshit,
dangerous
Arwell.
and
Why he
hard-hitting
playing all this?
heavyweight
Somebody's gonna go right into the fight. Duh, nigga, we know that. But why we ain't trying to see all this? Crazy, man. This is unnecessary. By the time he come back, we ain't gonna be able to see shit.
Skills. Now, I talked to one of the guys in his camp, and he said he was just, whoa, those are jabs. He's going to call it an off-balance slip, although he did jab him 3 times.
Man, jab this man to the floor, man. Talking about is he ready to
We've seen a collision and a guy go down, and you wonder, was that a knockdown? Did he get touched and then trip? And we're going to have to look at that again. Luis Ortiz so far landing the better shots. He's landed the only shots. Whoa! Ortiz goes down.
Yep.
That's a knockdown.
4, 5, 6,
Wow.
7, 8. Look at this. You okay?
Fred Martin looks really focused over there right now.
That was about, the second punch that he landed
That
the
was
whole
BS
fight, and
right
that was
there.
nice and short.
He just timed it
Watch the
perfect,
feet
and
here.
Louise was
He's
over
got
yelling
Ortiz
and
to
leaned
stand
in.
on the feet of Martin as he scrambles
That's why
back,
this guy
and he
hit.
goes down. So Frank Santori with the right call.
Only reason.
Off the side of the head with that.
It was
left
over the
hand.
back of the head,
And let
him
me
in the
tell
back
you,
of the head
that
too.
shot will knock
Wasn't
down
even a
anybody
straight,
because
straight
I've
line
been
punch.
hurt by a shot like that before. It's just
That kind of was behind the head to the side of the head. That was,
Yeah.
Look. See, that comes way behind the ear. That's a legal punch, though, because
A legal
Ortiz put his
punch.
head
You
down.
talking about he got
It's
knocked
just- it's
down?
not a
Come on,
rapid
man.
punch.
Flu not giving y'all the
It's
whole
just he's
game
throwing a left
sometimes,
hand.
man.
I think you said it best. No matter what age you are, you get hit with that shot, you're going to go down.
Martin moving in hard now. Again, he is feeling it. Has confidence from that knockdown and knows he can trade with King Kong.
Martin looks the fresher, quicker guy right now. And it may take Ortiz sometimes. Right there, he looked off balance. Ortiz may be showing his age a little bit. We don't know yet. But it doesn't look good, at least at the beginning.
Exchange now from Ortiz, and Ortiz already been on the.
How them highlights looking for you, dog?
Man, we barely started because you want to do all the intros.
Keep him going there.
I mean, bro, the knockdown he got, bro, hit him in the back of the head is a legal punch.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna bring it back up. It's still there, but I'm just like, look, and I'm also doing this to make sure we don't get copyrighted, blocked or that shit. But did you didn't remember that knockdown, did you, bro?
It was bullshit. That's probably why I forgot about it.
So yeah, so you felt like that didn't come from lack of
if the
aim,
jabs-
that didn't come from lack of athleticism. You know what I'm saying? You felt like that was
If
just
the jabs wasn't a knockdown, then that shouldn't have been a knockdown. Because he hit him clearly in the back of the head. His whole head was crunched over. He hit him dead in the back of the head. That's a legal punch. If King Kong hits that man in the back of his head, bro, it's over for him.
So he knocked him down one more time, right?
Knocked who down?
Charles Martin knocked Luis Ortiz down one more time.
throwing the body shots.
Let's see it. What round? You don't even remember what round, do you?
Nope, but here, bam. What's that?
I didn't even see it, bro. Go ahead and rewind. It was all choppy.
Everything look good for you?
Still a little choppy, but we gonna work with it.
How it looking right now?
Still the same. Like I said, we gonna work with it.
Oh, it is a little bit choppy. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, I still can't really see it cleanly.
It came from a jab, and he laughed from it.
So you clearly see none of these knockdowns is really hurting him. It's all just because he's being overzealous or he's not paying attention. Act like,
You see the
act
replay?
like-
I
Yeah,
know
it
it's a
was
little
just
choppy.
straight.
My bad, y'all.
Yeah, just a straight jab.
You seen it? Do you think that was maybe her more being off balance, though?
Yeah, he was all back, bro. None of the knockdowns was official to me.
Look,
like
I
when
know it's
Wilder,
choppy, but you can see it right there. That wasn't you're right. I actually agree with you here. That was not a knockdown. That was actually he was coming forward and he got hit with a solid jab, and I think he became unbalanced and he fell. I don't think it was anything that hurt him. But look what happened right coming into the next round. I know it's choppy. Y'all bear with me. When you can rewatch it, it's gonna be actually clear. For some reason during live, this is how it is.
No, get me wrong. I'm not trying to say King Kong looks just super sharp. You know what I'm saying? He has flaws to his game, right? Like, and if he fights Wilder again, Wilder's gonna pick this man apart.
Do you think maybe it's just an underestimation? I think he didn't really respect Charles.
It was a mixture of both, but he's still sloppy. It doesn't matter if you prepare or not. The evidence.
When have you ever seen? Think about what he did to Flores. Flores didn't get paid for his purse. The only thing, look, see, there was a hit. Look, he looked the whole other way. This is a nigga who might be 50 years old.
I told you George Foreman won the heavyweight title at 45 years old, bro.
Did you see that? I know it's choppy, but look.
I mean, I saw it already.
Charles is only like 33 years old, Zen. I may be capping on that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm just saying. It's funny because I ain't shit.
36.
It's like I'm arguing with this nigga Zen over the shit that he was telling me about earlier. Like I'm trying to look how dope Luis Ortiz is. It's like, nigga, that's what I've been telling you. Nigga, he finna beat or Andy Ruiz.
The fact when he went down the first time and got hit with an illegal shot and he stood up because he knew he doesn't really speak fluent English. So he can't even, explain that he got hit in the back of the head. He's just smiling. Oh, okay. And then he's going. But see, Luis Ortiz picks his shots. He's not he's not a super volume puncher. He can get it in there and throw punches, but like on that jab, he just went in there he thought he had the punch at the end of the round. He just wanted to, hit him in his face a little bit. And then when he got hit off balance, he just fell. He like, all right, I'm gonna take care of this guy. He thinks he's really doing something.
And I agree with you. I think personally, the only reason why he got caught the way he got caught was because he was fighting to the southpaw. He's so used to fighting orthodox. I'm like, even
and
as
not small too. Charles Martin is tall,
6'4".
bro.
Yeah,
he's 6'5".
6'5". So I'm like, I think he was just like, oh shit. I was like, oh, you can hit me. Okay, all right, bet.
Bro, Andy Ruiz is, you talk about 5'9", he might be 5'9". Where's Ruiz? Andy Ruiz?
No, 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, he's like 5'10". He's not a big opponent. Let's see.
So Ortiz is gonna be punching down, and also remember,
he's 6'2". Disrespectful. He was 6'2".
Oh yeah, we're both very disrespectful.
But
we gotta do better.
Nonetheless,
we gotta
Ortiz,
do better. No. We gotta not. We can't gloss over that. We don't want to be them that type of channel.
But
Andrew
nonetheless,
Ruiz, no. Real quick, we can't be that channel. Andrew Ruiz, all of his supporters, our bad. We said 5'10", 5'9". We're very disrespectful. 6'2". I'm sorry. Very heavyweight, big opponent. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We gotta acknowledge it. Come on now. We can't gloss over that. That's a big difference. We didn't say 6 feet, nigga. We were both well under. Come on, man. We gotta show some respect.
He's 6'2" with a 74. Ortiz is 6'8" with a 70, 6'4" with a 78.
79.
Okay, whatever. And he knows how to use his reach. It's the difference we having to reach.
I thought he was 6'2". Yeah, he was right. He was disrespectful. We know. We acknowledge it. All right, damn it.
I'm just saying. But
do you really think he's 6'2"? Maybe we need to talk about that.
He could be like 6 feet, maybe. But with his shoes on, he's gonna be probably 6'2".
Okay, all right. But we're not gonna get into the semantics. Let's not go ahead. I'm sorry. Let's not get into semantics.
We saw in the Joshua 2 fight when the bigger fighter is gonna keep him on the end of his punches, Andy Ruiz doesn't know what to do. Now you add that with a southpaw with way. I don't want to say he has way more power than Joshua. I feel like his power, he has more of that old nigga strength. It's different between like your strength versus like say my pop strength is gonna be different. Like if you hit me, it's gonna hurt, but he hit me.
Even go into it. Don't say it's not about more power. No, I agree with you. I think Ortiz has one punch knockout power. AJ doesn't have that. AJ has I'm bigger than you power. Yes. Ortiz has precision power. Yes, and we've seen it.
Yes.
AJ never precision, knock down, stop the opponent. And it leads up to, I definitely do not want to change the temperature in the room. I do not want to change the subject. I still want to stick on this. But do you know Andrew Tabiti is on that card? Do you know what type of card this is? It's one of the greatest cards I've ever seen in my life. But do you know Tabiti's on that card?
That's crazy.
Do you know who he's fighting?
Since he's lost, I haven't heard nothing from Tabiti since.
Do you know who Tabiti's fighting, bro?
Hopefully nobody good.
He's fighting Tyrone Spong, nigga.
He might gonna lose.
Bruh. At light heavyweight. Remember, I've been telling you, why is he? I'm sorry, at cruiserweight. Why is he not fighting light heavyweight? And I'm not gonna change the subject. I'm just,
Spawn's probably gonna win that fight, right?
bro. Spawn was supposed to fight Usyk, and Usyk said supposedly he failed a drug test and he never did. Usyk ducked Spawn, bro. Our West said he definitely looks smaller than 6'2". Yes, Andy Ruiz is definitely not 6'2". He's definitely 6 feet. Come on now.
I'm not gonna lie. After Tabiti lost, man, he hasn't been the same. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It hurt. I've been saying though, I don't think it's not even about being the same. I just think, why is he fighting at a weight he shouldn't even fight at? Like, why is he not fighting at one? He's only what, 5'10"? Why is he not fighting at light heavyweight? Huh?
6'1".
6'1". Why isn't he fighting at light heavyweight? He's fighting.
All I know is after he got knocked out, bro, his last 2 fights are non-known opponents. So
no. Don't disrespect Dorticos like that, because when Dorticos did his work on Andrew Tabiti at the time, I was a young nigga.
No, I'm talking about his last 2 fights.
That was 4 years ago.
No.
That was 4 years ago. So it's like Dorticos is a. You want to talk about Ortiz? Dortico, that's him at cruiserweight. No one knows who Dorticos is, but he has power and he's precise.
I'm saying,
if you real quick, let me say this about Dorticos, because I've been wanting to brag about this nigga for a long time. Like, okay, and this one, I'm like, and I did it during that time. I'm sorry, I know this is just something that's been in my soul. When Andrew Tabiti versus Dorticos was supposed to happen in World Boxing Super Series, and it's not happening anymore because say it got shut down, it got defunded, and say it was on some criminal shit. But Tabiti, he was with Floyd Mayweather Sr. He was like, and then when Dorticos was warming up, you want to know how Dorticos looked? Look, this is how he looked. He was like, he was like, and he was like, hey, this nigga look like he's slow. Bro, came out, knocked my guy out. And you know how much I've been a Tabiti fan. Like, when I was a young nigga. Tabiti fan since day one. So when that happened, I was like, what in the world? And so y'all gotta understand, man, that this is me rolling back around. It's also me supporting. Like, y'all don't know, man. Like y'all, like Zen. I gave Zen a hard time back early in the days because I was like, man, nigga, you gotta learn your boxing. But he's learned his boxing. He know the game. Like, he's being real. Like, Ortiz is a dog. That Cuban boxing is different. That shit looks simple. That shit look like it's not effective. But dude, like you be surprised, man. You be surprised, man.
Bro,
I am. I've been home.
I'm gonna have to put some good chicken down, like how if Sniper did Pena. That's why I'm
Ortiz is an underdog, right?
260, bro.
Crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care if I lose that $100 or $200 I throw down. Then
let's talk about this. Do you think if it goes to a decision, do you think they just robbing the man? That's the question to be asked.
Ortiz ain't went to a decision never, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's been the last time he went to a decision was against Malik Scott.
And that was long time ago.
Y'all don't know how long ago. Y'all don't know the ties we got with Malik Scott.
Ago.
We got ties with Malik Scott that he don't even know about. We got ties with.
Bro, Spong is really about to work.
Come on the podcast, Scott. Nick,
you heard me?
Huh?
Spong about to work that man to Tabiti. I'm sorry.
Come on the podcast.
I know you ignored that.
Scott,
it's gonna hurt your soul, but
no. I agree with you. I actually agree with you. I think Spawn's gonna. I think Usyk ducked Spawn, and I don't like using that word, so I'm gonna take that back. That's very disrespectful, and I'm being a very hypocritical motherfucker. I think there was some weird shit to excuse him of steroids, and he tested negative. Someone has to explain that to me. Okay, go ahead. My bad. I know I interrupted you. My bad.
They're just mad because he has a body that is very that's like trying to accuse Yoel Romero of steroids. Man, just a genetic freak. That's all it is, man.
It's also longevity, because you gotta understand, man. Spong's been in the game so long. By the way, y'all come up here, man. Like the video, man. Show some love. But
he's 36 and he looks good though.
But that's the point. But he's been in the game so long, fighting. Like, he's been fighting since a very young age. Like, in boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. Like, he's a Muay Thai legend. He's a kickboxing legend. He's an MMA legend. He's an everything legend. Tyrone Spong is on another level. I love, like, he is like he's Ultimate Fighter back in the day. Like I'm a guy like a lot of y'all don't know, man. I like this is my saying. I'll probably make it a shirt. I'm old to some motherfuckers, I'm young to others, but I'm an Ultimate Fighter baby. So I remember the Rashad Evans versus Quinn Rampage Jackson, all that type of shit. So when we talking about this particular fighter, I'm just like, man, he been around the game so long, he's done so many type of things, man. You gotta have nothing but respect. You feel me?
My bad. People don't understand Rampage.
I know, leadership mute, nigga. I was like, I
People don't understand Rampage's little his era when like I remember from like at least 2008 to like 2000 what.
Yeah, you becoming the old nigga. I know. We all.
But it was like 2008 to like at least 2013. Rampage was a dude nobody wanted to fight for real, and then John Jones came and demolished that man.
What'd you feel if I made a shirt and it was like just like old nigga? Would you rock that?
No.
Word, nigga. Go ahead. But yeah, think about it. John Jones ain't fighting how long, bruh? Talk about it. But he's supposed to be coming back heavyweight. He's supposed to fight Stipe.
You talking about that Crawford Spence fight, man? You skeptical? I'm skeptical on that.
Well, you know, I talk about it then because I dropped the video tonight and I said I don't believe it's gonna happen. But we've been the one consistent basis on that particular fight is going to happen in November. But for some reason, I'm a coon. No one's ever said that, so salute to that. But I side with Bob Errol when old man Bob says, hey, Terence and Errol is asking for a lot of money. You can pay him that amount of money, and I agree with you paying that amount of money, but you're not going to make that money back because not that many people fit to buy the fight. Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence is a big fight, but stop acting like it's a bigger fight than Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua.
Comparing
it's not that big of a fight.
Why you keep comparing that fight? I don't understand where this whole comparison to this fight is. I don't understand where this is coming from, dog. I really don't. Now, if you said like not bigger than Triple G Canelo, then I'm like, okay, that's more of a better comparison. But bro, you're talking about heavyweights. Heavyweights then ran the game for centuries.
No. I know. I respect that. That's absolutely that's an amazing response. Very, 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 very intellectual response. Very, very, very thought out response. I have nothing respect for it. But the reason why I don't give a fuck about the response is because you're talking about an entity that's within an entity that's dealing with an entity. So what I'm saying is we don't got to split bread with anybody. When we're talking about Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, we got to take a risk. We're taking a risk on Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury is with ESPN and Bob Errol and Frank Warren Promotions. Deontay Wilder with PBC, Al Heyman and Showtime, etc. So we're splitting profits. We're taking a big chance and we're seeing if that's going to work. See what I'm saying? So when we're talking about these other fights, we're talking about Canelo versus Triple G. They're both within the zone. We're not splitting the bread with anybody. We're not taking a big chance. We're not saying, hey, let's see if this works. You feel what I'm saying? We're secure enough where we can, let's make this fight happen. We know a lot of people aren't hyped for it. Maybe we'll put this amount of money into marketing, but we know we'll get the money back because at the end of the day, the profits aren't going to be split and the names that we're talking about is going to generate enough money. Tyson
You're
Fury
just being very
Wilder.
disrespectful because this is the best featherweight fight we didn't have. If that happens, it's going to be the best featherweight fight we probably didn't have, even though that fight was very underwhelming. But the anticipation is going to be, if not on that level, somewhere close to it if it's promoted right and everything's behind it, Floyd and Pacquiao. Because we haven't had a big fight like that where it's two dudes we really want to see fight and they haven't been fighting. This is the closest thing we didn't have to it in the welterweight division. Is that wrong or right?
That's right. I'm not disagreeing with that.
So I'm saying you're being disrespectful because you want to compare apples to oranges, man.
No. It's the same exact thing.
No. Fury and Wilder are on two different plateaus. You talking about
but you can't talk
undefeated.
You can't talk.
They're giants though. No, we've never had anybody in the ring in a heavyweight division that's 6'7" and 6'9" ever. And they're white and black. One nigga from the trenches and another nigga from the UK.
Gypsy, supposedly from the trenches as well.
That's fine. But from the UK, I wasn't, disputing if he was from the trench. I ain't gonna speak.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, that's making even more of a dynamic. Whereas,
so I'm saying you're talking about yin and yang versus nigga versus nigga. Of course, that's gonna be bigger, nigga.
Okay. Yeah,
absolutely. You know the game, but you keep putting that out there like that's some job response.
And I agree with you. It's like if people don't understand, I agree with you. It's like I can't wait to do this debate. When I go on Knockout Kings TV, I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna let you know. I want to do this debate.
His ass. Just to have fun.
Me, it's like I agree. A lot of you guys, it almost seems like a lot of times when I talk about seeing things, or when I debate things, it goes over people's heads. Like I agree with everything you're saying. That's a fact. You have to put that all into perspective. But at the end of the day, when you count the money, when you count the dollars, when you count it, what makes money, what makes sense, none of that comes into play. The only thing that comes into play is what everyone is talking about and what everybody wants to see. And at the end of the day, you're going to compare your numbers to the biggest thing. And that's what you're going to figure out whether or not it's a success. I'm not saying it's not going to be a success. I'm just telling you why something is going to happen and why another thing will happen, but it won't be on the same stage level.
This is why
you can't say we can't compare the two things. No, I'm saying you can't say we can't compare the two things. That doesn't make any sense.
But you really can't though, because it's heavyweights has always been on a level that's been over all the other weight classes.
Always a cop out. Like I've even seen that on the saying the pound for pound. Like I've seen people say like I don't count heavyweights because they're too big. But I'm like that doesn't make any sense.
No. I don't believe that narrative. I'm not getting into all those semantics.
But that's the same. That's the same thing.
But look at the UFC. If I go to UFC right now, you'll never say the UFC has the best fighters ever.
I won't, but majority of people will say like, "Hey, you train UFC," but they don't know that UFC is not MMA.
But I'm just saying, when you go to the heavyweights, nobody has. When you talk about the greatest of all time, there's not one heavyweight in there. The only person that you might throw in there is Stipe, but they don't even throw him in there.
Real quick, I just want to say this. I love this conversation. God bless, man. There was a certain client, whatever. I was waiting for the sign and it didn't. She signed it. I can't put it on the camera, but God is good. Go ahead, brother.
My point is, who's on the greatest all time MMA? Or is there one single heavyweight?
And MMA? Yeah.
Who?
Some would say Frank Mir. Some would say maybe Brock. Some would say Frank.
Get out of here. You just said Frank Mir. Get out of here. He's not even close to Stipe. So if Stipe is not on that list, it's invalid.
Damn, nigga, I had to work my way up, nigga.
Nobody's on the list. Top 10, nobody's on that list. Top 5, there's not one heavyweight at all. When you go to boxing,
that's crazy.
Muhammad Ali's top 5. People will put him top 5 all time.
But that's because a lot of it had to do with political, points as well.
But even his style, though, he introduced a whole style that was never even in the boxing.
I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, you really just like kind of like, I'm like Frank Mir definitely would like. I'm like, come on, man, you talk to MNA's Frank Mir definitely.
No,
heavyweight.
No, nobody's saying that, bro.
Some would say Stipe. I guess I gotta respect you for putting that out there, but I'm like, I would go more so old school on it. Some would say Cain Velasquez. Jesus.
Velasquez.
Cain. Thank you. So
they're not saying none of those heavyweights interchangeable. You know, none of those heavyweights that you're saying. Nobody's ever gonna say that. Like Ali, they will say Ali, Floyd. Somebody could debate both and be like. But nobody's gonna be like Stipe's touching John. No, he's not. Sorry, he's not. Frank Mir, what? Get out of here, bozo.
I'm not saying that though. But at the same time, we haven't seen that yet. I'm like, are we gonna be humble? Because I'm like, look, man, we young. Look, we young niggas and some old nigga. That's gonna be my shirt in a minute. You feel me?
But
what happens if John Jones comes back and he's in the heavyweight division and this nigga just get knocked out?
That won't happen.
What if it happens?
Look, only person that can do that is Ngannou.
What if it happens with Stipe?
It won't happen. Look, what I'm trying to tell you is the heavyweight division in the boxing has way more royalty and love and respect than it does for the heavyweight division in the MMA. And that is a fact. So what I'm saying, when you can't compare the two, is because, bro, Ali versus Frazier is always going to be better than Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard.
That's not true to some people. That's your
You
truth.
saying
That's
something?
not true. Some people.
The majority. You saying some people? Of course, it's not gonna be 100%, but the majority is gonna say the Rumble in the Jungle is a better fight. They would rather watch that fight.
I wouldn't rather watch that fight.
You keep talking about you. I'm talking about the majority. When I'm speaking, I'm not speaking for
heavyweight
myself.
fights are overrated. Y'all want to act like just because niggas is tall, they got weight on them, they finna have a better fight, man. Fuck that. I'd rather watch the little niggas fight, man. They technical, they really put their work in, nigga.
But you're saying that. But what I'm saying is not invalid. I'm telling you that the heavyweights are, bro. I remember people were saying the best era for heavyweights was the 80s because they had all these Mike Tysons and the Evander Holyfields. But if you go look at these dudes' records, they was losing a lot.
Oh shit, that's controversial. I don't know if you want to stand by that.
It's true. Go look at Errol Holyfield. He has 10 losses on his record.
That nigga said this controversial. It's true.
It's true, controversial or not, bro. If you say that, I don't even want to get into it. If you want to say that the system is designed to kill black folks, that's controversial. But it's true. Like, what I'm saying is not being...
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's controversial. A lot of niggas don't want to hear that shit.
I'm saying Mike Tyson has 6 losses. That's not demeaning their greatness.
Are you trying to say Mike Tyson is really that nigga? Is that what you're trying to say?
Because he is that nigga, but I'm saying let's not. But you're saying that it's overhyped. I'm just saying how all these old heads will tell you. They'll tell you that the heavyweight division used to be so crazy, and they'll talk about Sonny Liston. They'll talk about all these great heavyweights, and they'll acknowledge the younger. They'll acknowledge the of course, like, you know, but like think about Sweet Pea, bro. People don't boo Sweet Pea like that.
But that's not their era, though. You got to understand, like, our era was the era of Floyd. You feel me? So we really appreciate the smaller era. The smaller weight classes. So we be talking about Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, Terence Crawford.
When Sweet Pea was coming up,
like niggas but really think about this. No one gave a fuck about the smaller divisions, really, until it really came to the Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley's. And this is no disrespect to Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, none of them, because niggas love y'all, but heavyweight division was where it was.
So you're making my point even more valid. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you're trying to compare those fights, I'm not saying you're wrong and you can't compare them, but I'm saying when you're comparing them and saying Wilder and Fury is going to do better, of course they are. It's evident. You don't even need to know boxing to know that's going to be better.
But there's no anomalies when it comes to that, though. You can't say just because they have an advantage, you got to exclude them. It's like, no, excuse me. You got to exclude them. It's like, It's like that's what it is. It's not an advantage. That's what boxing is.
But I'm saying, though, within that, though, not only will it be a bigger fight, but it's going to be a bigger fight for multiple. It's got race in it. It got politics in it. It got different countries in it. It got all types of other motives behind it that will make it bigger, not just the fact that it's because of his heavyweight. But I'm saying with Terence Crawford and Bud, you got a nigga from Texas and a nigga from Nebraska. Of course, it's not going to do those numbers like that.
So let me ask you this then. What's the justification? Like, how can we criticize a promotional company, anything to be like, yo, make this fight happen when we know at the end of the day, who's going to buy this fight other than hardcore boxing fans? And hardcore boxing fans rarely ever buy fights.
But
casuals buy fights.
I think we're underestimating.
Can you agree with wait real quick, Zien? Can you agree to that? Only casuals really buy fights. There's hardcore boxing fans really buy fights.
But yes, but what I'm gonna say, the underestimating, I think a lot of people, you and Bob could be included, that Texas is a big state, right? So
you call me an old white man, but I'm gonna let it go.
No, I'm just saying both y'all in the category that say that this fight won't do numbers. But I'm saying y'all think y'all
won't.
But I think y'all underestimating that.
That is gonna do 600,000 at the most, and that's gonna be a good day.
But I'm saying you underestimating that Jerry Jones. They're asking, but you're underestimating that Jerry Jones is behind Earl Spence. And Texas is a very big state. It has over 50 million people or something like that. So I'm saying that just if it's promoted right and you got the real shit talking, you got the right static and chemistry for the fight to be made, it can do bigger numbers than people are expecting, just off the fact that you have somebody that he's in a state where, you know, the America's football team. He always reps Dallas. He's fighting in Dallas. You're shaking your head off, but I'm like, don't be Something go on TikTok, something blow up, something happen. Errol Spence spit in that man's face. He slapped his mama in his face or something like that. Something just crazy.
Don't say that. Don't put it.
I'm just saying something crazy that makes it.
We love black women.
Pop. I'm saying something that is crazy that makes it pop. Something that's said, I'm just gonna clip that part
when I say we love black women, and I'm just gonna put it.
But you know what I'm saying? Something that makes it pop. It could do way more numbers just because people are intrigued on what's gonna happen. So not only do real boxing fans get to see a beautiful art with the two of the best that's in the business get to display. It's kind of like if Kyrie and Steph went to one-on-one or something. It was, you feel me? Like people want to watch that. Like, okay, we're gonna see what's going on. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like in the midst, like nobody gonna really want to watch that, right? But then if Kyrie's like, I slept with Aisha or something like that, everybody gonna be like, oh, allegedly. This is all just cap talk. But I'm just saying.
I don't know where that came from.
I'm saying no. I'm
allegedly.
But I'm saying that didn't even happen. I'm just saying if he was to speak that to Steph and it gets on TikTok and go viral, everybody gonna want to tune more into that one-on-one just to be like, I wonder what Steph gonna do to respond to that. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying don't underestimate that pre-fight build-up to say something won't be said or something won't happen, something that won't trigger for people to be like, I'm into the bullshit. I want to see what's going on. And that's all I'm saying.
And I want to speak on this real quick. You see, our West said I use MMA and UFC interchangeably. I just want to speak. I know I'm late to that, but don't do that because UFC that's like saying, I'm finna eat me some Popeyes, but you talking about chicken. Like, nigga, Popeyes ain't chicken. They serve chicken. That's when you do that for UFC and MMA, that's basically what you're doing. UFC is an organization within having mixed martial arts. Anyways, so with that being said, look, hold on. I want to go to the last thing. Okay, all right, look. I said pray. Wait, you said you went what you need to take you need a little break?
I saw a tweet. It made me so mad.
Talk to the people, man.
Because it made me think.
Come here, Zen. It's been a minute, man. You ain't talking to people. Black Goose family, like,
it made me mad because we're gonna switch to basketball just for a split second. There's two things I want to address. I'm gonna address the first one first because I'm a Laker fan, so I can go to the next thing. But first thing,
how about this real quick, Zen? What if I change a certain night? You tell me what it is. We doing something live. You tell me what it is, and is Zen space or whatever. Like, it's your shit. You feel me? And you let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Zen, you could just call it Zen gotta talk or something like that.
It's your shit. So let me know. We'll set it up. It's whatever night you want. It's your shit. You set the topic, everything. What's up?
You want me down? What's it called? Hold on. Hold on.
You ain't gonna have a night now. Nothing. I'm just like, if that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We build it up.
Yeah, man. Zen got a vent. That's what it's gonna be called, man.
All right, and you do whatever the fuck you want with it. Let me know when the time is, whatever. They may not even want me on it. You may just want to talk your own shit.
But I'm gonna be making motherfuckers glad because my points, man, I be seeing a lot of nonsense out here, man.
Talk to him, man.
And everything's gonna call Zen got a vent every time I get to talking to y'all. But anyway, I saw a tweet and it made me mad because I'm like, what if we like? I don't know if it was a troll tweet. It was from a legit account, so it wasn't that ball sack stuff that people getting faked out on. It was a real account.
Okay.
It said, yes, because I saw it from another. I saw it on two other accounts too, so it's for sure legit. But it made me think, like, what the fuck we been doing? Excuse my language. But anyway, look, it said the Los Angeles Lakers are going to focus on running the offense through Anthony Davis. I said, what? Ain't that what we've been doing? I've been watching year after year. Just throwing the ball on AD, Bron goes to the top, and then everybody else just watches him post up. Okay. Ain't that what we've been doing? I'm like, why are we even reporting the obvious? What, we gonna run it through Bron?
You know how I'm finna be and what I'm gonna say.
We already know you're gonna get on his head, but I'm saying,
yeah, okay, yeah. I want to go there.
But why are we tweeting we're going to run the offense through Anthony Davis as if that wasn't evident already. We're going to run through Westbrook?
The reason why they're saying that is because they're trying to put the pressure. They're trying to let AD know early, like, hey, look, this is the year. We need you to do this, this, and that. And if you don't, we're going to have to figure something out. So it's a marketing ploy.
It's terrible marketing
pressure.
because you could have kept all that. You could have just put that pressure. You could have had a box delivered to his house with all types of goodies and a little note
put the pressure on him, though. You got to put the pressure on him when I'm like everyone expects him to do something, specifically. So I'm like all this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Is it fair to say
come from the outside?
That out of all the elite bigs, he's last? Is it fair to say that? Out of all the elite bigs in the NBA right now, he's last?
Disrespectful. No, he's not last. He's still top 10.
I said out of all the elite bigs. I'm not talking about all bigs. I said elite bigs. I'm talking about the Jokers and B's, Giannis's, Karl Anthony Towns. He's 5 out of them.
He's better than Karl Anthony Towns. Fuck out of here.
Are you crazy that he just took them to the playoffs?
Fuck out of here, man.
He just took them to the playoffs. They ain't been to the playoffs since they ain't been to the playoffs since KG.
I'm not gonna agree with that.
You're crazy, dog.
How?
All this talk, all this slander.
80 is better than Cat. 80 is better than Cat. That's crazy for you to say that. That's crazy,
bro. What does he do better?
Yeah, that's crazy. Who 80?
Defensively, probably, yeah. He's better than Cat.
And look, a lot of y'all gonna come at me, man, and fuck all y'all, man. That means y'all just don't really follow a real nigga, man. I've been saying 80's overrated, but Cat's better than 80. No, I'm not finna be on that shit. Fuck out of here, man. I ain't no coon ass nigga. That's crazy. Cat's good. He's solid, but better than 80. That's crazy.
Look at the numbers; they're identical, if not better.
Man, like that's crazy, man.
They both was on weak teams, and he got them to the playoffs, and he didn't have no Rondo.
No.
And Drew Holiday.
He had Rubio. Chill.
No, he didn't. He only had him for 1 year, and he left.
It's crazy, man. You just say you didn't, and you just had him for 1 year.
1 year? No. You can't do that because
he had
Rondo. Yeah,
Wiggins after. After that, he had D'Angelo Russell. Like, man, come on, man, chill.
Bro, chill out with that Wiggins talk, bro. Wiggins was a shell of himself over there, boy. You see what he's doing over there in Golden State? He was not playing like that over there in Minnesota. Kill it.
I have a song I want to present to everybody. Excuses. Sometimes you just gotta have those excuses.
You're crazy. Now this year, if they don't make the playoffs, then he could be disappointed because he actually has another big that compliment him in Rudy Gobert. Because when Boogie was there, you act like Boogie wasn't better than AD. That's a fact. Yes, Boogie was better than AD that year till he tore his Achilles.
This nigga, I just want y'all to know, man. I'm an older nigga and I'm really cool. I'm really, really solid. You see, now I caught the mic like that. Y'all probably didn't catch it, but I had niggas say, man, what's around your man? This nigga, this boxing tape, man. Anyways, everything he's saying, his talking points, man. That's my talking points, man. Fuck out of here, man. I was the person who was saying that Boogie was better than AD, all this different shit.
I've been said Boogie was better than him, though.
At the end of the day, it wasn't that Boogie was better than AD. It's just, as you guys can see now, Monty Williams was a great coach, but maybe he, put the ball in the hands of the person who shouldn't have had the ball in the hand during the time. You feel me? And it's not Monty Williams. It's not Monty Williams' problem or choice because I've been said that particular team. If you guys remember, they actually did better without Anthony Davis. I was the first person to say that Anthony Davis was overrated. I still stand by that to this day. But at the end of the day, I don't support what Zen's saying.
Yeah. You're crazy. He's bottom 5 until he can prove otherwise. They go, gotta throw Joker because he's MVP. So I gotta throw Joker first. Then I gotta throw Giannis over Embiid. I'm sorry. I like Embiid too, but Giannis is something different. Giannis really should be all over him.
Do you think he's gonna win the title? Talk about that.
Who?
Giannis. Do you really think he's gonna win another title? Do you think maybe the
fact that you're talking about another title is crazy because everybody else I'm about to name don't got no other title besides AD.
Bro, that's cap. Fuck.
Okay. Joker gonna win a title? No.
He deserves one though. He's in the heart of the division.
Say what he does
See,
and does
the
not
same
deserve.
niggas that argue for these niggas
do
who
that.
got titles and they the
Can't do
best
that.
because they want to discredit LeBron is the same niggas who be like, oh, Kobe is this, and that because he
Who
was in the
discredited
hardest division in the
LeBron?
West.
No,
That's the same shit, bro.
You just coming over here just talking
That's
foolishness
cap,
now.
bro.
Because
Right.
at the end
I
of the
might
day,
be too passionate, but I just like to me that's cap.
he is passionate because the East is for sure better now than when LeBron was
I don't
over
even
there
know how
in the
we got
East.
into this, but I'm like, that's cap to me, bro.
Bro, what do you mean? You can't dispute that man's championship, bro. In Milwaukee, they ain't won since Kareem. They wasn't even in the finals since Kareem.
That's just weird to me because I'm like, y'all would argue that same point for a random nigga for one championship, but y'all would discredit LeBron. That's
Stop
crazy.
saying y'all. I ain't never discredited no LeBron. You keep
Bruh, yeah, you did. That's
When?
wild.
when I discredit LeBron.
Multiple times, bro.
You talking
You
about
always
in my
had shit.
past.
You always said he wasn't supposed to be this. That. Okay, all right. Okay. I'll give you that. I'm like, lately, yeah. Okay, you gave him the credit, but I'm just saying, I'm like, majority of the people, I'm like, the way they see like basketball is weird because like you don't it's like you know shit's made like you know this particular year coming up, most likely, Luka's probably gonna win the MVP, and the finals is probably gonna consist of
All depends.
depending on who's healthy.
Depends where KD go for real.
Actually, I agree with that. Depends on where KD goes, but let's say
All
KD,
depends
we
where
don't
he
know where he
goes.
goes. Probably gonna be LeBron versus Giannis or LeBron versus Philadelphia. Something like that.
Nah,
I'm
I
like,
don't
we
see
all
Philly
knew
going.
Golden
Philly
State was gonna win last year.
Philly not going, bro. I don't see it. Unless James tapped back into that 2018 James, I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Depends on how the rest is calling it though.
Well, you see they changed them rules, so I don't see it. He's not gonna be
Damn,
shooting
I
all
just
them
look back
free
at it. I
throws.
just had that research. Y'all don't even know, man. I got an addendum signed. Oh my god, I've been working on it. I don't like to talk about. Look, if I can do a fist bump through the screen, appreciate you. You don't
But,
even feel like the week. It feel like the weekend.
But I
How
don't
you feel?
understand why you trying to come at me about Bron, because I already been gave man his flowers. So I don't know what you're talking about. Man went to
just,
8 straight finals. There's nothing to even say. Nobody else
You
has
be
done
quick
that
with
since
it.
Bill
Niggas be
Russell.
quick with it. And then be like, all right,
But
I'm
you
gonna
know
talk this shit.
why though? Because they just hate how great the man is. They're like, how can
That's
this
fair.
man be in his 20th season and he could still go between the legs?
Okay, I'll agree with that. I won't disagree.
Bro, it's just jealousy, bro. Think about it, bro. There's the dude right now, his age, that can't touch his toes.
I'll say that I ain't kept on my yoga, but I can still touch my. Well, I don't know. That's a pause. That's kind of crazy.
Bro, we was talking about stretching, bro. If anybody's minding the gutters, then that's on them. But we talking about just straight stuff. I'm just saying, like, there's dudes right now that can't touch the rim. And back in the day, if you went to the gym, they're like, boy, back in my day, boy, I was coming down the lane and I was punching on dude and all that stuff. Like, think about Vince Carter.
Nigga, hard bottoms and shit. Niggas
Vince
wearing
Carter was
dress
one of the
shoes,
most
nigga.
athletic
Crossing
dudes we've
niggas
ever
up.
seen, bro. One of the most athletic dudes we ever seen. But when
Yeah.
he was 38 years old, he was not doing what LeBron James was doing. He couldn't even dunk like that. He can dunk.
In all
still.
instance, man, we all getting old, man, and at some point, man, we
But
like,
see,
nigga,
my
our feet
point is with
fucked up and
Bron,
crooked.
you can't, bro. Right now,
It's
if you
coming.
didn't know nothing about LeBron, only thing that you could tell that he was old is his hair. But other than that, if you was just to
That's
look
it.
at his game, you would think he was 35, 34. You would not be thinking he's on the cusp of 40.
I agree with that.
So my point is, it's just hate. Like for me, only reason I used to say that stuff back in the day is because I feel like nobody wanted to give Kobe his love. You see now, nobody even talk about Kobe like in any of the debate channels. Like since he's dead,
That's
it's
life,
like,
man. That's how that shit go, man.
but you get what I'm saying though. So that's why I used to ride so hard for Kobe. But it's like now that he's, rest in peace to my man. It
all
hurts
day,
to talk about
all
him.
day. Rest
But
in peace, R.I.P.
I started giving Bron his props once he came to LA because I was thinking like, okay. And then once he won, everybody wants to discredit that bubble championship. I'm not gonna do that because we have 17.
Can't do that.
But and it's crazy. I be hearing some Laker fans discredit that bubble. I said, y'all niggas is fake.
because they don't like LeBron. Because they don't feel like LeBron really a Laker.
But I don't care about all that. All I'm
Okay.
saying is LeBron, regardless how corny he can be, off the court, man, he's doing a lot of things that are good, man. You feel me? And a lot of things, he's putting his face out there. People don't understand how hard it is to always walk around with cameras in your face, with all the pressure on your shoulders. And he goes out there and averages 30 in his 19th year. Come on,
Talk
dude.
about it.
So it's like,
Right.
I'm not a hater. I appreciate everybody, bro. Like even Paul Pierce, people to this day give this man disrespect. I'm like, look, I remember watching Paul. I couldn't
respect Paul
stand him
Pierce,
then.
But yeah, but Paul Pierce is unlikable than motherfucker.
I know what you're saying, but, but when we talking
when
about
that nigga be talking, I'll be like, Paul Pierce, you get on my goddamn nerves, but I respect it. Shit.
But I'm saying, but when we talk about this straight
ignorance, nigga.
When we talk
LA
about
ignorance
straight,
is different.
When we talk about straight basketball, you can't inflict any of that into the game. You got to watch what you saw. And his game was different. To this day, how many dudes go that slow and get to their spots?
Still get buckets. Yeah, nobody.
The last nigga
was able to do some shit on that
Joe
same level was Rip Appleton.
Joe Johnson too. Joe Johnson.
Okay, Joe. Yeah, that's a good. But Joe was more smooth. Joe's athletic. It was different. Joe was a lot faster.
He had a better first
step.
step.
Slow, but he was a lot faster than that.
He had a better use of his body. He was bigger than Paul, like weight wise. Like Paul was just like he wasn't in shape.
He was shorter than Paul. He was shorter. Paul Pierce was 6'7". You know, Joe was 6'5", 6'7", bro. No, Joe was 6'5", 6'6".
Want to bet?
Joe was 6'5", 6'6".
Bro, he's 6'7". On the big three, go look it up. He says he's 6'7".
Okay. Well.
The big three lying?
Probably.
Oh my God, man. Get out of here, man. But anyway, my point is that when it comes to LeBron James, he's the greatest athlete we've ever had in the history of everything. Only other person that you could say was on his level was Bo Jackson, but he got hurt, so we don't know how great Bo could have been. But
I agree with that. But I don't even think Bo even compares LeBron. LeBron's different.
I'm just saying, Bo Jackson ran a 4.140. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he was diverse when it comes to the athleticism, when it comes to certain athletics.
I'm just talking about as far as just body built and just freak of nature. I'm saying that's the only thing.
They don't compare to LeBron, in my opinion.
I'm saying that's the closest thing. I didn't say he was or wasn't. I said that's the closest.
But it's not even close to me.
Nigga, you just extra biased, nigga. You don't do that to Bo, nigga. Bo Jackson was a freak, nigga.
Being 100 with you, I don't think it's that close.
He got hurt, so we don't know. Like I said, but anyway,
I think he's on that. I'm just like, this nigga LeBron is 6'9", 260, 240.
You talking about height wise? I'm talking about just freak of natures. I'm just talking about what they were doing.
I respect that. All right,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about who has a better specimen look. Of course, Bron, nigga, he tall. The taller, the better. That's how they go. That's
it's
how
not even that. I'm just saying. I'm just the fact that you're able to carry more weight. You know what I'm saying? And do the things.
Bo Jackson was 260 at 6 foot.
I understand.
Moving 4.1 speed.
I'm paying. Look, I'm gonna carry. I got it.
All I'm saying is though, is Bron.
I got, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my bad. We can wrap it up. Go ahead. I was just giving Bron his flowers. I was just making a point on why LeBron James is why you say people so quick to. It's just because they don't want him to, bro. If you have a favorite athlete and you know LeBron James is still playing basketball at a super high level like this, it's good. He's gonna pass Kareem this year, bro. They talking all he has to do is average 15 points. You know he averaging 20. People still hate Floyd, talking about he has a flawed resume. He fought everybody old. Yeah. It don't matter. He's 50-0.
You know wrong.
Nigga, a billionaire.
And they gonna keep coming. It don't matter what you do, but
keep being a defense attorney though, dog.
Look, I'm not trying, but look, I gotta wake up. It was good. It's actually a great podcast, man. I appreciate you, Zay, for real, man. Anything you want to say to people before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie.
Usually Zen the one stopping me, man. I'm stopping this time, but it's
no, you can stop it, bro. But days be bleak. Just because nobody's telling you how they feel, don't mean everybody not going through something, man. Yeah, so just keep pushing, man.
Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? Never give up. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just you got to believe in. If it's only you that you got to believe in, hope for the best, you know what I'm saying? Pray for the best and keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Stay blessed, not stressed. So salute to people. We're going to stop here. We're going to be back for sure. Salute to R West coming up in here, man. For real. Peace, blessings. Salute to the people. We definitely going to be back. Obviously, we got Fluence Lounge coming up this weekend for Pedro Campo versus TF from Lupus. We're going to be there. Maybe we'll have another Fluences in before that. If so, that'd be dope. But, we appreciate everybody who came up in here. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Notification bell, comment. Appreciate y'all, man. We out here.